Well, I think first of all things have been improved slightly. You can see the difference compared to the past, which means that our troops, the African Union troops, with the TFG troops, have reached what I can say call a turning point. The military situation has been improved slightly. Now Mogadishu is under control of the African Union troops and TFG troops. Both of them are controlling the city. And also you can see that life is becoming almost normal in these areas controlled by our troops and our partners. You notice that not only the the military situation has been improved, but also you see the political situation, the humanitarian situation. Now, due to the drought and the famine, people are coming from the areas which used to be controlled by Al-Shabaab, coming to our area where they can get security, humanitarian assistance, and we are improving the whole environment, which is very good. So we have to compliment the African Union troops, to encourage them, also the government TFG troops, and we are there for that. But also, last but not least, you know the situation of drought and famine in this region. So we are doing a great job, first of all, in sensitizing the whole African countries, the world economic, the rest of the world, our partners, in order to give assistance, humanitarian assistance to TFG in particular, but the whole Africa, the whole of Africa in general. We're going to hold a conference, a pledging conference on the 25th of this month, and I'm confident that we'll have a lot of success with this conference. Mogadishu has been, as I said before, has been changed drastically. You know, the situation is much, much better. We are controlling almost the whole city, you know, and our troops with the TFG are securing the population, are facilitating the environment for the humanitarian assistance to come and to secure them. So it is a very good sign. That's why I was talking about a turning point.
Well, I think that we are at a very significant turning point in the history of Somalia, and for that matter, for that of AMISOM, the African Union Peace Mission in Somalia. We believe that we have come a long way since the first stages of the AMISOM deployment. Today, AMISOM and the TFG government control almost 100% of the capital city and its outskirts. 98% of the population are now under the government authority, supported by AMISOM. AMISOM is ever increasing, expanding. We will be reaching the authorized 12,000 strength, and I believe we can even go beyond that figure as we call in a number of formed police units, and as we develop a revised or enriched concept of operation for AMISOM. I believe that the whole international community testifies to the significant and positive evolution, and as far as we are concerned, we are also from the AU side quite happy with the ever-developing partnership with the United Nations and with a number of international partners who are faithfully assisting us in achieving the goals that we set for ourselves, as well as the goals that the Somali people would like us to assist in achieving on behalf of the whole international community. We have a number of troop contributing countries, that is Burundi and Uganda. We have offers from Djibouti, from Sierra Leone, from Guinea. So I can safely say that troop generation is not an issue. What is an issue here is the equipment and training. Well, I believe that the security strategy is serving well the political strategy. You know about the landmark Kampala Accord, We do have now 1 year to achieve a number of political goals in the country, and the positive interaction between the progress on the security front and the growing consensus among the Somali stakeholders, be they represented within the TFIs or be they allies of the TFG outside of the TFIs, I think that's a clear testimony to the very fact that as we improve the situation on the security front, there is an ample room for consensus building, especially around the drafting of a new constitution, which is there to help bring a number of important answers to key questions, questions that have to be resolved in a consensual manner, so that all sons and daughters of Somalia could learn to live together again peacefully in a democratic settings that will help us to, that will help them first and foremost to develop and strengthen the unity of Somalia with due respect for whatever diversity exists in the country, be it political or otherwise. Well, you know about the important consultation and conference which the TFG and President Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed is calling for the early days of the month of September. That particular consultation among all the Somali stakeholders is meant to develop a roadmap with clear-cut benchmarks, timelines, and compliance mechanisms. Therefore, we do hope that as we build the consensus of the Somali stakeholders around such a very important tool, which is the roadmap, they will commit themselves to implement it faithfully, thoroughly, so that by the passing of every week, every month, we'll feel the progress and the headway which is being achieved on our way towards the actual elections. First of all, the finalization of the constitution process, and then, of course, the implementation of the constitution in terms of electing parliament and electing a president.
Well, what we see here today in Mogadishu, accompanying Chairperson Dr. Jean-Ping and Commissioner Lamamara, Commissioner for Peace and Security, is very encouraging, because I can remind what I saw myself in January 2010. When you come to the airport, you need to rush quickly to AMISOM compound in order to avoid shelling mortars from Al-Shabaab. Today the situation is very different, because we are able to visit all our compounds safely in secure manner. We are able also to go to Villa Somalia, meeting the President, the Speaker and the Prime Minister, visiting some IDP camps, and in a good manner, without any threats from Al-Shabaab, because we are, as you know, we are out of Mogadishu since 6 August after this withdrawal. We is, as you know, a tactical withdrawal. We must be not too complacent, because we know that on the strategic level, they remain on their first agenda, which is to install a fundamentalist state in Somalia and to overthrow the government of TFG. I am encouraged because first seeing the results on the ground, and also hearing after from the head of state his commitment to strengthen the capacities of TFG soldiers. I am also confident about what I hear from Chairperson, because he showed his commitment to seek more support, more assistance to AMISOM from our partners on the level of international community, but also about what I see on the political side. You know that we try our best to put in place a military strategy to help the political strategy. And I think now, because we are able to open the space about around the government, we have more space to make this outreach towards Somali people, towards the business community, the youth, the women. And I think the next period we will assist surely to some dialogue and reconciliation process beginning among all Somalis, first in Mogadishu, and I hope beyond Mogadishu in the other parts of the country. Our mandate is in three components. First, to help for dialogue and reconciliation. Second, to protect TFG infrastructure like Villa Somalia, the parliament, the port, the seaport. And third, to help for the delivery of humanitarian assistance. On this side, we all face this dire humanitarian